Stevia is an interesting crop. It's the only actual sweetener on the planet that has no calories and no impact on blood glucose. So if you're on a diet or you just don't want to have a lot of sugar, it's a great product. It's all natural, and if you're diabetic, it's actually the only sweetener that's all natural that you can consume.
Now we have different land in Rwanda. We have the site in Rulindo in the Northern Province. We have in Kirehe, in Kirehe district, which is in the Eastern Province. We have different growers in all the parts of the country, North, South, and Eastern Province of Rwanda.
I'm going to show you guys really quick how to basically cut out and then dry your stevia. What you want to do is first you're going to cut basically the entire branches off, okay? And what I'm going to do is sit you guys down for a minute and cut back in once I've got a couple branches done. As you can see, I've cut off the top portion of the plant here, which is what we will harvest the stevia side from. And over here you can see I've taken the entire plant down to nothing. It will not grow back. We will replant either seeds or from a seedling next season. And I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to dry these. Okay, moving on now. As you can see, I've stripped any of the brown and dried portions of the lower stalks to make sure that we don't have any leaves in the end product that do not contain stevia side. And anything that would have browned out during the plant's life is not going to be sweet. So you want to trim off the leaves from the bottom stalks, and that'll also give you a place to tie the string or fishing line that we will be drying them with when we get ready to hang them. We don't want anything like that on the plant when we go to dry it. Okay, everyone, for the last part of the harvesting and drying phase, what we're going to do is take the plants, which I've now washed to ensure there's no dust or bugs, anything like that on them. We're going to bunch them up into a couple stalks per bunch and hang them upside down, just like you're drying any regular herbs. And what I'm going to do is I have this rack in my garage that I will be hanging the stevia from. I'm going to just use some regular old fishing line and tie it to the stalks, bunch them together, and hang it up. Once this stuff is dried, it usually is supposed to take about 3 to 5 days to dry out completely. And once it is, I will show you guys probably another video on how to actually make it into a couple of different usable forms. This is what it looks like once I've got it all tied up, bunched up, and hanging to dry. You want to make sure that not a whole lot of light gets to them, but you do want good air circulation, which is why I spread it into 3 different bunches and spaced them a couple inches apart. So there you have it, and we'll give you an update here in a few days and let you know how it all worked out and try and show you guys how to process this stevia plant to use it in your everyday life. Bunched up and hung up the stevia plants with fishing line here in my garage, just in a dry area till all the moisture is out of them. And then what I've done is I've taken all of the branches and stripped the leaves almost 100% completely off. The only thing that's left on there is the buds, and looking to probably try and harvest some of those seeds and see if I can plant my own plants from those this coming season. So all you need, it's a very simple process, all you need is some vodka. I hear that better vodka matters, but for this experiment I'm trying the cheapest vodka I could possibly find to make this the most cost-effective project possible. I have the stevia leaves, which I've just crushed up and bagged up, and then a small, I think this is a 12-ounce mason jar. And what I've done is I've taken some of the crushed up leaves, and I want to do a small batch with the cheapest vodka, and then I'll probably do another batch with a better vodka and see if I can tell the difference. But I got this at the dollar store, and I think the vodka was about $5 at Walmart, so pretty cheap project to do. I've put this in, and then what you want to do is you want to fill with vodka just to where it's covering the stevia leaves, and you leave that for, I've had a lot of research tell me 3 weeks to 6 weeks, so I'm going to probably go right down the middle of that. And then once it has set long enough, all you have to do is strain all of the plant matter out of the vodka, and you take your liquid vodka and reduce it in a small saucepan under a very low flame. You don't want the vodka to catch on fire, and you reduce it till it boils down to somewhat of a slimy consistency. And once you have that consistency, you can basically use that a couple drops at a time to sweeten beverages, foods, cereal, baking. Pretty simple conversions online if you research and do a little looking for them. How to use a liquid sweetener in some of your baking projects and cooking projects. So that's all I have for today.